Welcome back to another episode of These Two Girls Podcast with your hosts, man.
Candy.
Gosh, that never fails. Candy and Cheyenne.
Whoa.
What a gap.
I'm so sorry. Wow. I'm so disappointed. My gosh. Okay, you want to try again?
No. Let's
Okay.
just let it ride.
As
We're back,
usual.
y'all, reporting live from the quarantine. The quarantine of 2020.
Quarantine. How you go? Quarantine. You know, from Tory Lanez. Quarantine. No.
Oh, Tory
The sound
Lanez.
effect. Yeah. Have you? Okay.
Have I what?
Have you heard that sound effect in his life?
Yeah, but I can't think of how it actually goes right now.
Quarantine.
Okay. Maybe we can
I thought
find it.
Yeah, maybe you could find it. Just plug it in right there. I think that'd be kind of cool. So, guys, if you hear it there, that means Shine is on her game, y'all. You know.
And if you're listening to this in the year, I don't know, 2057, yes, this was a very ghetto time in our lives, in history.
In history, oh my God.
I don't know what is happening.
I don't know what we're doing out here. I don't know. This is so interesting to me.
You know,
every day I wake up, I'm like, what? What are we doing out here?
Listen, you know what I've also been like noticing is just, and I don't think any of it is really new, but I'm just noticing like how weird our lives really are, like in terms of social media. Like, you know, I was, just everything that has now switched over to social media mainstreamly, it's like, wow, I can't believe we're actually able to do this. Like, it's just very interesting how people are just playing out their personal lives on social media. And like I said, it's been going on forever, but now it's just really interesting to me because it's on such a large scale now that I'm just like, y'all are strange people. We are strange people.
We are strange. I am strange. We are strange. Listen, yeah, you're right. You know, like for instance, my obsession with these TikTok videos. You know, I'm out here trying to get people to this day, okay, to this MF day. I'm still trying to get someone to do a video with me, and I find it strange that I can't recruit someone.
Well,
I can't. I think it's me. Is it me? You know what? I never thought about that. It could be me. It could be nobody wants to do it with me. That one, I never thought about
it's
that.
Possible.
Dang.
It's very possible. That's very good self-reflection there, Candy.
That hit right there. Y'all heard it first here on this episode, guys. I think I figured it out. No one wants to do a TikTok with
Why
me.
would they not want to do a TikTok with you? What do you think it is about
me? Seriously, Cheyenne? Seriously?
Yeah.
Let's turn on you. Okay, and share with the audience why
I don't want to do the TikTok?
Why you don't want. So not only, she probably also doesn't want to do it with me, guys. We can put that on the table, but she doesn't want to do it, period. So let's find out.
So let me answer
why Cheyenne
that.
Does not want to do
me not
a
wanting
TikTok.
to do a TikTok has nothing to do with you. So maybe other people might not want to do it with you. It has nothing to do with you. To be honest, if there is anyone that I probably would do a TikTok with, it would be you or Shanique. But I don't want to do the TikTok at all. I absolutely refuse. Unless...
You hear that, Shanique? She really does like her, Shanique. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
my point is, I'm not in, I don't know. Some of them, I will admit, there's some entertainment value to it. I get it. But I guess I don't have the app, so I don't know what it looks like and how you maneuver, navigate through the app. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. I feel like TikTok is the line personally for me where I draw
Oh, that's the line.
That's the line I draw for my youth. That's it. If youth is gonna be now defined by TikTok, I am not young anymore. If that's the case, but that's my line. I don't know if I want any more apps. I can't. I don't know. I don't think it's no more for me. That's it. I've even reverted back to Twitter. You know.
Okay, yes, you did. You did. I never got into the. Well, you know what? Since people recently started getting on Twitter again, I haven't joined the wave. But I remember us being on Twitter like years back. Remember when we were first on Twitter? Sure.
Yeah.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And people were being shady and stuff on Twitter. But yeah, I remember back then. But you just mentioned something in regards to youth, and I think to myself, because we were on, we had our Lights On Girls virtual crew meetup yesterday, and we were just on there talking to the girls and so forth, and I thought it was really interesting that we're all at this point in our lives doing the same thing. Like, think about it, like us and them, we're watching the same shows on Netflix. We're listening to the same music.
That's
like
weird.
We are doing the same TikTok videos. We are doing the same thing, because the music they're saying they're listening to, we're over here like we're listening to it too.
But then again,
the same.
It was the same thing with us though when we were younger, because we were listening to things that were very adult R&B that we had no idea.
Hold on. Pause. Think about our grown-ups at that time, or think about our parents or the adults that we knew at that point in time. They were not listening to Nelly. They were not listening to
not
Bow Wow.
Nelly, but I'm saying, like, okay, think a little further back. Like, we were the R&B stuff, right? Where it's like they were talking about making love and this girl, what I'm gonna do to your body, Boys to Men, Mariah Carey, that kind of stuff. Our parents were listening to that, and we were listening to it right along with them. And we didn't know what we was singing.
Right. I mean, I guess that I still think it's still. I don't think it's that similar, but I mean, that's just
what are you saying though?
That's just one genre of song. Like, I mean, we're listening to everything the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
hip hop, R&B, shows. Like, I don't feel like we were watching the same shows our parents were watching back then, and I don't feel like even back then, when I think about you and when we were in high school, because most of the girls are in high school, and a few were in middle school, but I don't remember being in high school and middle school watching or listening to the same stuff, like, because we were heavy in church too. But we don't have
high school and middle school kids. Like, people our age have high school and middle school kids.
I'm talking about when I speak about when I'm on the crew meetup, or when I think about high school.
But I'm saying you can't put yourself. Are you putting yourself in the category of your parents now? Because then it doesn't make sense. Because you're not. Are you old enough to be these kids' mothers? You know what I'm trying to say?
Kids, yes, or adult.
I'm asking.
People that have middle school friends and not middle school friends, kids, middle school kids and high school kids. We do know people that.
But they're not our age, are they?
Come on.
Technically, they're like a 10-year difference.
Come on now.
Are they not? But I'm just saying. I'm not. This is not any diss to them or anything like that. I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Are you talking about yourself or are you talking about them? Because there's a difference.
I could have a kid that's in high school, in middle school.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could.
We could.
I don't know.
I'm
okay, but this is what my question is then. That's what I forgot I was about to ask you. Is that you saying that these kids shouldn't be listening to this stuff, or is it us that shouldn't be listening to this stuff? Which one of it? Who needs to go?
I like that. I like when you put it that way. Who needs to go? That is a good one.
Because I ain't going nowhere. You ain't finna tell me nothing.
I'm not going.
I'm still about to listen to all these little young kids that's on these drugs, singing these love songs and being in their feelings.
Because we're both savage, Catholic, bougie, ratchet. Like, we're both the same thing. Like, really, sis, you bougie and ratchet? Because I'm bougie and ratchet. What?
Right.
You know, like,
How are we both ratchet and bougie? Like, so
what are you doing to be ratchet? Huh?
I
Are
need
you
y'all to
really?
sit down. You don't know nothing about Savage. Okay?
Right, right.
Let
Yes,
me
you
learn you
guys
something,
definitely.
young
Let me
blood.
teach you about being savage, right? Yeah, that is kind of cool. Even when you think of like the shows I haven't started watching, but a lot of people are talking about the show like Ozark and Tiger
Mm-hmm.
King and these different shows, and to think that young and down the street right beside you, they hooked on Ozark just like you hooked on Ozark, you know?
So then I guess it's like, but my parents wouldn't. If I think about it now, my parents probably wouldn't let me watch Ozark. Like I probably wouldn't even. Like I remember growing up and Bold and
Mm.
Beautiful on the TV, and I couldn't watch it.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. If Bold and the Beautiful was on now, we both would be watching both on the Bold and the Beautiful.
Mm-mm. I don't. So
Cause that,
what I want to know then is, are these actual? So me and you, we don't have no kids of our own. Well, I mean, okay then, fine. Let's back up then. What are you
hmm
watching with Camilla?
oh, Kor- Korean shows,
Huh?
Korean shows.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you
She
listening
wants
to
to.
with Camilla? Because technically,
Uh,
I mean, Camilla could be your child.
she could be right,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely know she knows the same songs I'm listening to. I hear her like, for instance, like she's taking a shower, and I'm hearing Masego playing. I'm like, what? Like you should have seen how I moved when I heard that playing. I like jumped so quick
Mm.
and I knocked on the door. I was like, little nigga. Like, I'm like, what you know about Masego?
Mm.
She's like, oh, I've been you. I'm like, well, if you did know about it, I put you on that, so we have this thing now too, because she's really into R&B music. And I'm always like, I put you on that. And she's like, no, I knew this before you did. And I'm like, so we go back and forth. But yeah, she listens to the same thing. She's not really into the rap music, but she's definitely into the R&B stuff, and
See, and
and
I'm
then
not into the
and then
rap as much
K-pop.
anymore. Like I haven't. Like I'll more so know the newest like R&B stuff than I do
Mhm.
whatever is in the rap playlist.
She likes Kalani. She likes Masego. She likes what's that little girl with the squeaky voice and she always wear this ponytail? Ariana
Ariana
Grande.
Grande, the
She
squeaky voice.
she like
She
she
doesn't have
really
a really
listens to.
squeaky voice in real life.
Oh,
That was just
okay.
on the show.
On that show, right? But yeah, I hear I'll hear a lot of what she's listening, and she listens to a lot of the throwback stuff too. So a lot of the Mary J. Blige and stuff out here streaming. She listens to a lot of them in the shower, and I'm able to pick up what is on her playlist. But the same show she's watching Grey's Anatomy like you,
Well,
and
yeah.
there's another show she mentioned on the group chat too that she's also listening to. But I mean, yeah, like I said, back to what I said. They're
What's
watching Ozark, we're watching Ozark. We're watching 12 Reasons. That's another deep one. I can't imagine how many kids are getting to watch that right now. And
watching
I
what?
feel like um 21 Reasons. What's the show with the
13 Reasons
girl?
Why?
13 Reasons Why. There you go,
Oh,
my bad.
okay.
Yeah, I feel like that show kind of just
Yeah.
messed with me when I watched it, and just to think how many kids are now glued in their rooms to their phones and tablets, just catching up on everything now that they have the time. I'm like, ugh. I hope some conversations are happening about some of these shows that they're watching.
What a
You
time
know.
to be alive. Mm-mm. That's all I keep
Anywho,
thinking. Literally, that is all.
yeah.
What a time to be alive. This is hilarious. Not hilarious, but it's very intriguing to like
Mm,
really, if you really pay attention to what's happening, it's like, okay. So I saw an interesting concept, like somebody was saying that, you know, the world ended like a month ago. like, like life as we know it ended a month ago. Like going forward, things are
mm,
not going to be what it was a month ago.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
And I mean, it
mm-mm.
should
No
not,
way.
and it cannot. Otherwise, this would all be for nothing. But it's an interesting concept, and the world didn't. And the person was it was this one guy that does a lot of those meditation and like spiritual guidance kind of talks, and he was like, it didn't come and look the way we always thought the world would end looked like.
Wow.
It's not an asteroid that hit and or a nuclear weapon being discharged, or
Right,
like
right,
it
right.
didn't happen, or some natural disaster just demolishing everywhere. It didn't look like that. It just came quietly. You can't see it. you know like if we're talking about the coronavirus itself, like it's just invisible, it's microscopic, and it just came in and shut everything down.
Shut it down. That's exactly what it did. Yeah, well, you're right. Definitely, I can't see how, I mean, and I think about it, and there's some parts of life that I would be like, oh gosh, I really hope we could go back to that. But even just thinking of just how our setup is now, I'm like, I don't see how we could go back to that being the same. Even when you think of like businesses and different things, like they're now, like, oh, we could have been doing this way this whole
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So we can't, we're not going back to that. And it's just pretty interesting. I don't know if afterwards, maybe we'll value human interactions a bit more. So
I'm pretty sure we
maybe,
will.
maybe still outdoor stuff will be a bit more popping. Who knows? But now we'll know. Okay, community. I was talking to a friend even about churches. Just saying that a lot of churches will realize like they don't need this big old building.
Oh
Like
yeah.
we don't need to be paying this high mortgage.
Nope.
Like look how many people we got online and they're still able to give their offering, of course, you know. And I remember a friend was saying, "Oh no, he doubts that people are really going to still come back to church." And I'm like, "Yeah, they probably are, but a lot of younger people are going to realize, like, listen, I can do this streaming
well,
live from my living room on
and
my
you know
TV
what?
in my PJs with my family playing on the carpet.
Exactly.
Like, why am I going to leave that to get dressed? Because I really hope they're not trying to get back to this whole stocking church hat thing after all this is
So here's
finished.
the
Like,
thing.
mm-hmm,
Here's the way I look at this, right? I
mm-hmm,
think definitely I agree that churches, I hope this is an eye opener for them, to see that you can do things differently. It doesn't have to be the same every Sunday if you want to pack the building, and the
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
same thing, Bible study in the week, prayer meeting, all of this. It doesn't have to
mm-hmm,
be, I don't have to physically be there. And
mm-hmm.
as a matter of fact, I guarantee you their attendance technically is way more than what they would have. Because now when you can
Yes.
go live online,
Mm-hmm.
someone can share. I can share, and my friend in Jamaica, my friend in another state can come to your church service
Mm-hmm.
from wherever they are. And I mean, a lot of,
Yo, Easter
they've been
Sunday was
going,
booming.
yeah, everybody went live already, but I'm saying, but it's like, it was like, you expected people to be there. We see where,
Mm-hmm.
certain churches now, they're using Zoom for their Bible study, their prayer meeting, whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to do that regardless. I should be able to come home from a long day of school or work and not
Mm-hmm.
feel like driving and putting on new clothes to go back to a building to sit for
Putting
Bible
on
study.
new
I should be able to
clothes.
pull up Bible study on my computer and be in my kitchen cooking, or
Exactly. Yeah,
whatever I'm
I
doing
agree.
at home, and still be able to get whatever it is, whatever message you're sending out. It should
Mm-hmm.
not be restricted to having to come to the building. And the same, so I hope that they realize that, and at least, even because, honestly, it's not, the technology is not for everybody, right? I listen
Mm-hmm.
to my parents here on Zoom with the church for Bible study, and for whatever, they had Good Friday
Mm-hmm.
service and stuff on there, and it's great that they're able to do that. But it's not everybody in there. You have the older people who are not tech savvy, who would rather come in and
Mm-hmm.
be there, which is fine. So I feel like when this is, when outside opens again, if you want to go to church, you should go to church. But I think the church should
Right.
maintain this option for
Give us some
people.
options.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I
But
was
it's
talking
like
to
you.
Uncle Becky, and he said their Bible study was even more than what people would show up at church on the Zoom.
Mm,
You know?
I would believe that. You
Yeah.
know, I was even talking to the kids yesterday on the crew meetup. You know, we're talking about school. Like, do you prefer the online school or
Mm-hmm.
the being in the building? And we're just talking about that, and I'm saying to myself, like, if I would, at that age in high school, middle school, I would have preferred going to school. Like, I don't think online school would have worked for me.
And I think I would have loved to be in school at a time like this where I could just get up, do my work, and be done. And
See, and so
and
that was where they were talking back and forth. Like, one girl, she would prefer to have this option. She likes it. Another one was like, oh no, I'm going crazy. I can't. I'm going crazy being home here. One, I don't like it online. Two, and then she said one thing that I really, um, I felt her on this, where she said that one girl said that she feels that they've gotten more work now than they did ever before, which we're all experiencing. I feel like even with my job. But another girl said that it's even harder for her to understand what
mm-hmm.
the lesson is. And I felt that. I'm like, I see them doing the math, and I'm just like, if it was already hard sitting in a classroom on the board trying to figure this out, now you're teaching this online, and I only have this one time period, and you're trying to show me from the computer. I'm definitely not getting it now. And she's like, Candy, I'm so lost. I don't know. I don't understand.
But that
And I
was
just,
happening before, right? You see what I'm saying? And I
right,
think the
right.
problem is that the school system, the work system, the church system, they don't take into consideration the fact that everybody receives information in
Okay,
different
yeah.
ways. Everybody is productive in different settings. So even though, so yeah, just like you're saying, one student
Mhm.
would need to be, they need the in-person interaction, they need
Mhm.
this type of teaching. Another person can learn by themselves online by just reading it and understanding it, ask questions when they need it, whatever. Another person, you know what I'm saying, like when you're working, some people are more productive when they're in a space where everybody else is productive around them in the office. Other people
Mhm.
work well at home by themselves. I can get all my work done and be done, and you don't even have to check on me. I'm good. You
Right,
know,
right.
but because it's all about these kind of like systems that are in place that everybody feels like is the way to go. And now you see how they we already know they weren't all working for everybody, but now you
Mhm.
see that there's options. So give some kids the option to come into class if they want to, and you have a
Right,
live
right.
view where somebody at home can just get the assignment and do it and turn it in if they want to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I hope at the end of this, these, all these different systems make a change and realize that there can be options. Like, it's just, it doesn't have to go one way. For sure. Like, I mean, oh man. Like, I see these. Yeah, I see Riley like doing her work, and I'm just like, wow. She's just in her room. She come out. To get her snack. She go back. She do her work. If she really wanted to, she could finish her work before midday.
Mm,
That is intriguing to me. I'm like, man, school could be done
yeah.
by 12.
And the
What?
thing is, a lot of the different schools today, so they have different setups, right? So like one girl, she's telling me she has, she only has to go online like Monday and Wednesday. And then like the other days, the teachers just load the work on,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get it done when they feel like, and the due date is there and so forth. So that's one. And then I have another mom that showed me for her kids because they go to a private school. Their setup is only Monday through Thursday, and they receive the work. There's some online activities that's pre-recorded, right? So the way she does it with her kids is you have the option to do it at any point of the day, but you cannot do anything until this is done. So fine, you want to sleep in late and wake up late and get the work done? Cool, do that. You have the rest of the day to yourself. If you wake up after 12, you ain't gonna do anything much because you still have your work to do. So it's really up to you because you're still gonna
Right.
go to bed at the same time. You're still gonna So I thought it was kind of cool that she gave them that option. It's really up to you. how you want to work your day, but you will not do anything else until
Yeah, I
that
mean,
work is
and I feel
finished.
like
So,
that should there's a lesson in that too, right? For children, for kids, it's like,
mhm,
okay, time management. How do I want to
mhm,
manage my
mhm,
time? Does it
mhm.
matter to me that I slept in and now I have to do this and I can't do anything till later? Like, depending on how long, does it matter to me like that? Or do I really now know, like, okay, I need to get up early? Because maybe it doesn't matter, and you're like, yeah, I'll get it
Yeah,
done
to
and then
some
I'll
doesn't
start
matter because
late.
so that mom, she has like 4 kids, 5, and she has like her oldest child. He wakes up really, really early, makes his breakfast, and then starts school. And then the girls, they wake up late and they're
Yeah.
upset that they can't do anything with the rest of the day. So she's like, I just leave it up to them. They just know they can't be on
But
the
also,
phone.
like, what if you're not a morning person?
Mm-hmm.
I'm more like a night owl. I be doing all half of my stuff overnight. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that
Like,
would be me.
what if I sleep all day, get up and do my work all night, and I
Like one
don't
of the
know.
girls said that they have their PE teacher wakes up, it sets their activity for Wednesday mornings at like 8:30, and she's like, I'm not waking up at 8:30 to do any PE. But good thing about it is though, she does it live, or he does it live at 8:30, and then gives them the opportunity to do it at some point during the day and send it in. So they have to do it. They just don't have to be on for the live portion.
Right. I think that's great. I think all these little options are great. And I mean, obviously it's not working for everybody, but I think just realizing that there's other things that can be done is a good thing. You know. I mean, even going out to party. Look at all these online IG live DJ sessions, these versus battles. Like,
Over it, by the way. Like,
I don't, yeah, I'm over it. I'm over I mean, well, let me take that back. I honestly didn't, I was never in it. I never watched any of the verses or the DJ sessions before, like all of this. The one that I did try to tune into yeah, last night for Teddy Riley and Babyface was the first time I went to tune into one of
a
those,
mess.
and it was a hot mess. I mean, man. I was on FaceTime with Shanique and I was like, anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go to this concert right now. And she was like, what? And I got off and I was like, she's like, how's the concert going? I was like, girl, these old people can't figure out the technology. Because that's exactly what was happening. I don't know what that was. I came off
That
swiftly.
was sad. That was sad. And the thing too, I love how the black community came with the jokes. They came with the jokes with a
Immediately.
quickness.
Swiftly.
Immediately. Oh my God.
That's why I'm
They,
back on Twitter. Because Black Twitter, is
mm,
entertainment central.
Maybe
Okay?
I need to get into that. Maybe
Listen,
that's what it is.
sometimes I could get lost in these threads of people like commenting back and forth about something. It's
Hmm.
hilarious. They came up with all the memes while it was happening.
While it was happening, how do you find
It
this is
still wasn't done.
Sam, this is why I know black people are sitting on some talent,
Mm-hmm.
son. Because if they can come up with these jokes this quickly, and to me sometimes it's like, how did you pull that picture? Like, how did you think of using that picture to represent what exactly is going on right now? Like the whole Chuck E. Cheese.
The
I don't know if
band.
you've ever been to Chuck E. Cheese and you've seen the Chuck E. Cheese band. Like,
They're
for
like
someone to
robotic
use that,
movements.
right? Like, how did you associate that with what's going on here? Like, how did you remember? Oh yeah, Chuck E. Cheese band.
Because
So I thought it's kind of
listen,
cool.
people's minds work really differently, right? There are some really creative people out there whose minds are thinking in this way, right? Like, and those are people that are fascinating to me.
I just remembered Carlton Banks that plays the
Oh
ladies
my
from the church,
god.
plays the Lily that I sent you guys the little girl with the clips in her hair he plays.
Man,
He
that
is
I
creative.
want to know what is in his head. Like, I cannot believe he was in This man did an
In
entire
character.
IG live
Oh my
in
god. And he can
character
do
as
all of
this
them.
little
He
girl
can do all of them.
the entire
Okay.
time.
And he was on point. Like he
Like, he
didn't
didn't
flinch.
even flinch to laugh at himself. Like,
Man. Listen, somebody give it. Listen, if Tyler Perry or somebody doesn't pick that boy up after this, something
listen,
is wrong.
the talent. I mean, but and you know what I think about, and I know this might get a little dark, but I think about that these are the people who, when they can't channel these thoughts and these energies properly, that get labeled as mentally ill. Like, I feel
I agree with you 100. No, I agree with you. I
man,
agree with you.
the
These are the kids that the
way
creative. Now, these are the kids that get labeled with the ADHDs and all of those things. No, and even to backtrack, can you imagine what some of those kids are going through right now, being on this whole homeschool thing? By the way,
yeah.
can I? This is the dark, and I didn't even want to get dark, but this is the dark side of all of this to me that scares me because you have children at home right now that their parents have no idea how to deal with them,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
have no patience, no understanding, and
Oh,
these are children
honestly,
that just
even
need
not
some
even that
pain.
serious. Like, not even not serious, but not even that. Willfully, but just don't know how to
Just
deal
don't
with
know.
a child like that. They have
Maybe they
zero
just need
knowledge
some
of it.
crayons or some paint or some fresh air, which is it's hard now. And then you think of some people in their living situations. I'm glad we're blessed to have, our own room and or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
space with some grass. But when you think of people living in the low income communities and their apartments that have
Where
nowhere
they're
to
like
go
stacked on top
outside,
of each other.
stacked on top of each other, with your and I will say, I'm Jamaican and we know how our parents can be sometimes miserable as hell. One of the girls on the chat said to me, she's like, I do more chores now.
Mm. Oh
I do
God.
more chores now than I did before. Like I have school and I need to go wash the dishes first. And like I'm just
Oh
saying, I
my
can't imagine
God.
just being home with these people every day.
Mm.
And then, back to the kids with, a little bit more, they need a little bit more than others. So,
Yeah.
mention that Carlton and these characters he plays, and he's really good at them. And the storylines, very creative,
I
very, very,
mean,
very
like
creative.
whenever these guys would come on to the live, and they were kind of fine, she's like, they said you can't be out here, you too grown. What? but
I
but also, so now when I was watching his live, and I think last night I ended up on Major Hype's live where he was having people come on too, and then
know.
another person's live where they had some people coming on to sing and whatever, and I'm like, it also made me think back to the episode where we're talking about the things that annoy me, and I'm like, who are these people that want to get onto these people's lives to sing? Like, what are you
Okay,
trying
okay.
to
Well,
do?
first off, you're talking about people that want to go on live to sing. Can you talk about the people that want to go on live to show their vagina print?
What?
Or that's Lincoln had a whole Lincoln Three Dots
What?
had a whole session, and they were going to win $500 too.
Stop it.
I'm dead serious because they would vote who has the best.
Oh my God.
And when I see these girls and they show their faces, I'm like, who, who's your mama? Like,
Oh my
why are you
goodness.
on here? And you see that I couldn't even sit up. I was just like, this cannot be real in real life. How this man get these girls to be one? They want you to pick them, and they come on there and then have on them tights or whatever, and they are literally dancing and showing their print
Wow.
shine. But then even the ones on Tory Lanez, they come on and
Yeah.
just to shake
For
their
him.
butts to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that he has them in different categories though. He's like, some of you girls, no, I don't want you on here doing
No,
that.
but I
Nope.
don't like that. What you were saying it, I don't know. I don't like that. Like, cause what are you trying to say? That
It's
is,
exactly what he's trying to say. Some of y'all are not worthy of, like some are, it's kind of like you're like the
mm-mm.
whole material, and then you're this
Yeah,
material.
no,
But I mean,
I don't like it.
hey, I mean, but they did it to themselves.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
don't like it.
yeah.
I
Okay.
don't like the rhetoric. It's like it's a common thing with guys for to do that, like to say, "Oh, this girl, she's a good girl, so I can't see her in other ways." What if I got some freak in me? Like, don't don't try to,
Yeah, no,
you know.
I'm pretty sure he knows that. Like
But also, but then also the girls that are, more out there and are wanting to dance and whatever. Why do we judge them too? You know?
I hear
Why?
you. I
Why?
hear you. I
Let
hear
them
you.
be whatever they want to be.
Well, can you win me the 500 though from Lincoln? You don't
Who?
you go on there, do that,
No,
and
no,
then
no, no. I never
we can split the
said. I
five.
think you
Oh,
misunderstood. I never said
oh
I
no,
was either.
no,
I'm just saying
I just wanted to, throw that out there in
we
case
can. You should I log
yeah.
in from the These Two Girls page because then we won't be able to tell which one of us it is because I'm not showing my face. And if I use it from my account, obviously,
Okay, yeah,
I would
scratch
have
it.
to make a whole different
She's
account.
thinking about it, y'all. Do you hear her, guys? She is thinking about it. Look how far she went,
Because I
y'all.
mean,
She
Loki,
is
maybe I could
thinking.
win. I could win.
Y'all heard her. You guys heard her. Oh my
I'm
God.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm mad at this. Ooh,
I'm done.
I told y'all. Y'all think. Y'all think.
No, they think it's me. They think it's me anyway,
Oh
so I
yes.
might
Oh
as
yes.
well.
We did see the voting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They think
You
it's
guys do
me.
think she's a out there, nasty one. She's a
There's
nasty
a meme I
bougie.
saw. I can't even tell. I don't know if I should even read it out loud now that I'm trying to find it. Talking about vaginas.
You should send
Yo,
it to Lincoln.
this page I follow, they be killing me. Cas Facts. Oh my god, they are hilarious.
What's the page?
The Cas Facts page. Yeah, this one says a chubby vagina will really ruin your mental health. Have you second guessing everything she said? And that had me rolling.
Will everybody get that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I pulled up the page.
All
So
right,
it's
delete,
CAS
delete.
KAS Facts FACTS, guys. So if you want to check out, oh, so she's been, listen, guys. I'm telling you, Cheyenne, y'all right for the votes that you did for her the other day,
Here now.
because she has been sending me things
Excuse me.
from this page, guys. Okay,
Because they're hilarious. Like, because he'll be saying these scenarios too of like and describing like a type of girl or a type of guy, and it's
and
funny
she's
to
right,
me.
guys. Some of these scenarios are really funny. The ones that she's been sending me. So yeah, so go out and check out the page, Cast
I thought you
Facts.
were gonna talk about my Lakeith Stanfield obsession. Did you know he's 28 years old? Ugh, man.
You thought I was gonna. You thought I was gonna talk. You thought I was gonna talk about that session. Okay, all right. I wasn't though. I mean, I didn't
I'm
give you
just
any
still
hints
mad
to make
that he
you.
went over. He deleted that video. I mean,
Share with our podcast listeners who's this crush that you're
yes, guys,
talking
I'm really
about.
crushing on Lakeith Stanfield. He is known for his roles in Get Out. He was the guy that um, the main character took the picture of, or he was the one in the beginning of the movie that got took, and so his brain was switched over with a white person, and then he's in he's in Atlanta. He's one of the co-stars in Atlanta. He's in Sorry to Bother You was a movie that came out a few years ago. He's on a Netflix chick flick. what is it called? I don't remember. And more recently, he was with Issa Rae in The Photograph.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm,
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And it's
Mhm.
just my crush has just been building as he keeps playing these more romantic roles. I just like.
I haven't even seen that movie as yet, but yeah, that's Shine's Bay, y'all, and he posted a thirst trap
He
the other
sure
day on
did.
his
And with a
Instagram.
song that I already really liked, like it was like, this very like sensually.
What was the song again?
It's called Rehab by Brent
Okay,
Fayez
okay, okay, yes.
off of that album that's really good. That's one of them albums that we're listening to with the kids cuz
Oh my God, yes,
yes.
we're listening to those albums, and we're also listening to, okay, the P Fairy song. I can't imagine that
Oh, yeah, yeah.
myself and these high schoolers listen to this
I'm
same
like, y'all don't
song.
even know about that. You don't even. Anyway.
Do they know? Because we knew about that when we were in
No,
high
we didn't
school.
even
So
know either. I don't think we
okay.
even knew. No, we were not. No, nope, not at all.
what didn't what didn't we know?
We didn't know. We didn't know the
We didn't know the
power.
power. Okay.
Exactly.
We said that this, yes.
We didn't
We did
know.
not understand the power.
No.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
it takes
absolutely
some
right.
life experience to understand the power,
Yes,
and that's
yes.
they can only sing about that right now.
But I think they're learning of the power because we weren't taught about the power. We were
Mm,
surrounded with material to teach us about the power.
you might be
They
right.
have that. They're learning. They're seeing the memes. They're seeing the movies.
What
They're
a
seeing the
time to be
songs.
alive.
What a time! They're learning about the
You know
power way
what?
earlier
I
than we
wish I had
did.
learned about the power at their age. You know what? Good for
Man,
them. Good
good
for
for you
them.
guys. Yes, good for you, young
But
16
you
and
know what's
15. And
happening? What's happening is a flip then, because I kind of see what you're saying. I think the flip, what's happening is that now, because they understand somewhat the power that they hold, some of them are definitely wielding that power
mm,
very. And a
man,
lot
I'm
of these
telling you.
guys are not happy. That's why you get a lot of these R&B singing guys, and they feel it. 'Cause-
That is so true. But you know what? But then we have now the movements that are starting on the guys' side too. Now I think guys are starting to put some power in
mm.
their end now. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
but they
it's
don't really
not. But
have a lot of power.
They don't
They're
have.
trying to put the power in. The power over
Okay,
here comes naturally.
okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like that. That should be comes naturally. I like
Yeah.
that. Let's note that. I can see that being put somewhere else. But yeah, it comes naturally, honey. Mm, mm-mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway,
So,
I
anyway,
don't even know how we got there.
I don't know. Ooh,
So what else is
focus.
going on? I feel like there's like a big. Of course, it was already kind of there where there was a lot of heavy focus on mental health over the last few years,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely now during this time, the conversation is very prevalent, and and I'm all here for it. What have you been doing for your mental health, Candy?
Hmm. I'm okay. Let's keep it focused, Candy. We have been sleeping.
Okay.
We've been sleeping. We've been.
You're using we as a first
Oh,
person,
oh, well,
correct?
me. My bad. Me,
Okay.
Candy.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Let's just
Whew.
clarify.
Um, I've been sleeping a lot. Um, trying to. I still don't think I figured it all out. I mean, can we figure it all out? But I feel like I'm finally now trying to get into the groove of things.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if and I recently started talking to someone, so they've been keeping up my time with like just like mentally, like I don't have that much time to think about like, oh, my feelings and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, which I think helps. Um, because I feel like being on quarantine, I have a lot of time on my hands. So sleeping, I would say sleeping is probably what I do a lot. And it's now that I'm just trying to find a groove. I'm trying to get back into the things that initially made Candy happy, like, you know, being busy, um, figuring out plans, trying to get into reading, trying to come up with some new plans, trying to get work on my backyard, um, trying to do some home stuff. So now I'm trying to fit stuff back in my schedule. So yeah, I think now I don't know how many days we've been in quarantine
It's been a
or the
month.
thing. It's been a month. So
It's
yeah,
been a
I
month.
guess so a month. So it took me a month of sleeping and crying and doing some other stuff to figure out what it is. So now that we're a month out now, I think I'm back in the groove. I think I figured out some stuff out. So yeah, we kind of better over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, yeah. A little bit better. Yeah, yeah. No
Well,
more drinking. No. Okay, go ahead, Shaq, because I can't say too much on this podcast sometimes because I don't know who we. All right, go ahead, Shaq.
I mean, okay. I mean, that sounds good, and I'm glad that you feel
Thank
like
you.
you're getting a handle on things. That's
I
good.
think so.
I
Yes.
don't know if I can actually say the same.
Aw.
And not in a dark way, but like I have discovered that I have a talent, or not even discovered. I have a talent for wasting time. Like I can let I can let an entire month go by wasted. I mean, nothing done of significance. Like nothing that I plan to do done. Like it just a whole month has gone by. And I'm just sitting here like, all right, what do you have to show for yourself? And I mean, it's a little different for me because I have something that I need to be doing, right?
Mm,
Like I'm quarantined. Yes, I can't go to my clinicals. I'm back. I didn't even tell her I'm back in Fort Lauderdale
oh
because my
yes, y'all, she's
clinicals got
back,
canceled, and I'm
and we're
here.
and we're still not seeing each other, guys.
Yes,
We're
Candy
still
refuses.
recording
She's
remote.
social distancing from me, but whatever. Um.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm like, how did I let all this time go by? And I didn't get caught up in a lot of what was happening online. I definitely stayed away from that. And I wasn't really necessarily in my feelings more than a few days at a time because of, well, like I had my time of the month and, nothing excessive. But at first, I definitely appreciated the people that say, like, this time doesn't have to be something defined. Like it doesn't have to
Mhm.
be, oh, you need to be super productive or you need to do
Mhm.
all these things. It doesn't have to be that. But I think if you really look into yourself, which is where I'm at, I look into myself and I know that it needs to be some of these things, right? So you give yourself a break and you sleep and you binge watch and you just let yourself do nothing. But
Mhm.
also, knowing myself personally, I don't want to come out the other end of this feeling like I had wasted a lot of time. So if that's not you, that's fine. Like if you don't have
Mhm.
anything specific that you need to accomplish, by all means rest. By all means binge watch. And by all means sit on your butt. Like that's fine. But
Mhm.
I personally now know that I need to do certain things. So I'm gonna have to be a little harder on myself than I have been. I mean, and I've definitely given myself quite a break mentally to, I'm not like beating myself up, but at the same time, it's like every time I hit another Friday and I look back at the week and I'm like, huh, what did you do, Shane? Hmm? Did you do
Mm.
anything? Nope. You didn't, nothing. None of these things on this list are checked. Nothing. Okay, yeah, this week you checked two of them. All right. But so that's where I'm at, and it's okay.
Okay.
It's definitely hard to maintain a schedule at home for me. You know, and not
Um,
that like my parents are distracting, but they kind of are. But not on purpose. You know what I mean? That's it's not a thing. It's not a big deal. It's not anything they mean to do, or not even just them. Just even just being in the house. I can't be in the house and feel productive, but I have to. I have to
yeah,
get
we have
over
to
that
figure it out. Mm.
hump. But
Give yourself some time, you know?
no,
Like,
no, no. See, you're
yeah,
not listening.
no,
I gave
no,
myself
okay,
a
no.
month. A month has
Oh,
been had.
yes, the month. Okay, so it can't be 2 months,
No
right?
more. Yeah,
No,
no.
no more months. Okay.
Because the
All right,
way
no
that
more
Trump's America
months.
is going, they're about to open up soon. So
That is true. Be we going beach this weekend? I'm joking, man. They gonna come for us. They gonna come for us. I didn't say that, y'all. I didn't say that. Eh?
I'm just. I mean, I already told y'all I would go to the beach, but that's just me.
They gonna come get you, Sha. They
I'm
gonna
just
get
saying.
you. They gonna
I'm saying
get
I
you.
would go if they open the beaches. I'm there at least one
The
day.
amount of heat I see for people saying, just saying, I'm gonna go. Like they don't even finish the sentence, and
What?
social media comes for them. So,
Say what?
just
They're gonna
saying,
go to the beach.
yeah.
But what is the heat about?
But the thing too, when I think about what they're saying about the beach, I get it. But I'm saying like we were all never that close to each other on the beach
That's what I'm
anyway.
saying. That's what I'm saying. When I've gone to the beach, it's me and the one other person that I go with, and we sit
Right.
under our umbrella together. I
Okay,
sometimes don't
fine. So
even
we'll
go in
wear
the
our
water.
masks so we don't breathe, whatever. But I'm sure is it sitting on the sand? It's not in the water. It's not. Is it said it doesn't? The virus doesn't sit on the water. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Fine. Okay, so we're good on the water. We're good on the water and cool. But is it sit on the sand? Like is it that we're all touching the sand and we're gonna
I
catch it? Like
mean, I
maybe we
don't
need to
know.
research that
I
part.
don't
I don't know.
know the mechanism behind the virus and sand, but I
And isn't
highly
doesn't the
doubt
heat
it.
help though? Doesn't
The
they say
heat,
the
the
heat?
salt. I
Right.
mean, I think I think as long as
So
it's not spring break level amounts of people on the beach, you know, from all like I think you should still social distance yourself to the beach. Like if you're not
definitely.
in, I wouldn't go to the beach with somebody else that I don't know where they've been. I probably will be going by myself to sit and
Right.
just
I'm
relax and enjoy the air and sleep or something or read just to not be in the house. I'm not going, and I'm not going, I never go to the shops. I never,
hmm
I'm not usually going to the bars when I go down.
Yeah.
None of that.
I
So,
thought about it after. I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, one I use a tent, so I'm gonna be in my tent anyway. Okay, and the beach the part of the beach that I do go to, nobody else is really there. I
I
mean, I don't know
know.
what it looks like now, but I mean,
I mean,
I'm
I
in my
think there should
tent.
be, they should definitely still regulate how
No,
people
that's still
are
there.
with
I
each
saw I
other.
saw that I saw that in the news posting about that they still want you guys to stay 6 feet away from each other and
Yeah. I mean,
social distancing. So
I'm not, I mean, I get what the problem is with opening the beach. I definitely do. You know what I'm saying? You're creating a space for
we're
more
not
people to
throwing parties.
gather.
I hope people are not trying to plan parties
You
on
have
the
the
beach.
shops and stuff that people are going to start frequenting, and then there's
They're
more,
gonna open the
I get
shops.
that. I get that. I'm just saying, so I'm not saying that they should open the beaches. I'm saying if they do, I'm going.
She's
Personally.
going. She's going. She's
I'm
going.
not advocating for them to open it, but hey.
You know what? I'm probably going to, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm probably
And you
going
know
to.
what? And not to get too dark again, but honestly, I'm gonna go because one, I'm gonna do all the things that I was doing to keep myself safe, and two,
Because
we
make
don't know what's
happen.
gonna happen after this.
We don't know.
So
Y'all,
if
let me tell you,
it's
we live here
available,
in. Go ahead.
yeah, if
Sorry.
it's available, I'm doing it. I'm going.
Right, because if you think about it, we've been living here in Florida, South Florida, for how long? And we have not really made a lot of use of the beach that we have been blessed with.
No,
We haven't. How often do we go to the beach, Shy? How often? I can't tell you the last time I've been. Oh, I've been to the beach January 1st, and I haven't been back since then. Clearly, but I mean, before that was probably just as long.
I mean I grew to appreciate the beach more because I was always
Mm.
going away. So every time I come back, I at least try to go when other people are available and it's not raining. So like since I've been back, I've been like, dang, this have been perfect beach days. Like it's been some really good beach days. The sun is out. Like it's a little hot, but I think it would have been nice.
Yeah, probably can't use my tent. But I hear you. I do. If that helps you, sure.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm
I
with it.
really wish
I'm with it.
I had a pool right now. Yeah.
Mm, you know who has
Yeah,
one?
we know.
Okay. But you know what it also isn't? It's not warm.
It's not warm.
No, it's not.
How
Like on the
come?
surface, it's not. It's not that hot outside.
What do you mean it's been 90s a few days?
I'm telling you, when I go in there and once the little breeze starts blow, I'm
What time of the
shivering.
day are you going in there?
In the morning, I tried going early today.
Yeah, see, no, you need to be going in the pool now.
Well, I don't see any sun outside now.
What? It's sunny over here.
I just opened my windows. Like I literally don't see
It
any
is
sunlight shining on my
bright and
pool,
well, maybe your pool is in a bad position.
and it's in the shade. I think I read a part of the pool is in the shade. Like the shallow end is in
Well, what time
hits
you
the
need to
sun.
see what time of the day the sun hits your pool.
I'm gonna figure it out. I mean,
Yeah, because
it's in
it
this.
should not be cold the whole day. At nine, it's
Yeah,
90s outside most of the days this week.
yeah. Last week Sunday, I didn't get to fully submerging like I wanted to because I was cold. So I was gonna try again today, and yeah, you step in the shallow end, and it's like, yeah, nice, feels good. Then you try to get your whole body covered, and it's like, okay, wait, this is a bit much. Nope. I guess I gotta wait a couple more weeks.
But listen,
So
guys. I mean, I guess we can wrap it up now.
okay.
Do whatever you need to do to survive this time that we're in. It's definitely something for the history books for sure. Um, be safe out there. Please wear your mask wherever you go. Don't be all up on people. And if anybody's all up on you, don't be afraid to respectfully ask them to back up. Um,
Or if
if
you
you're
all
not
up
gonna
on
be wearing your
somebody,
gloves properly, don't make no sense to be wearing the gloves. I don't know if we don't need to have this conversation again. Take the
Mm-hmm.
goddamn gloves off and just touch the stuff and wash your hands. Stop. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your stuff. Just because if you wearing gloves and you still touching your purse, I mean, what's the point?
What's the point?
Um, and do whatever you need to do to stay sane. You know, I really, sometimes I feel like maybe because I don't know if anybody out there knows anyone personally that has passed away, but because I'm not knowing anyone personally. I feel a little detached from what's happening in a way,
Mm,
in that way, but I get it, and it's very serious, and you know, but that's why I stay
it's
off social media because I can't.
yeah. Don't let's not bring it down. We were in a good light,
I'm just saying, everybody just do what you
cheerful
need to do to stay
space.
sane. That's
Yes,
all.
yes, yes,
That's the bottom
yes.
line here. And
Any music or shows, real quick, you want to throw out
oh,
there
come
that
on,
we
let's get into it. Okay, you got
let's
Little
vibe
Fires
in.
Everywhere on Hulu. You got
I don't have
Ozark new
Hulu.
season. Um, what else? Tiger King. I'm just kidding.
Tiger King. I'm still on Top Boy. Korean show I just finished watching called Oh My God, Oh My Ghost, Oh My Ghost.
Okay.
Check it out. Yeah, Tiger King. I've been hearing a lot about that.
You don't have
Sounds
to rush to
pretty
watch
good.
Tiger King. It's definitely hyped up now. But if you want to get, and I keep saying this, if you want to get your entire white trash life, then you should watch
Right,
it.
Josh. Right. You know which one I heard is a really good one to watch also, and I watched the preview yesterday, but I'm like, no, let me wait, let me not start it. It's Money Heist. Like I heard, it's really good, and the preview
I've heard it's good
looks
too.
really good too. So that's definitely on to do list.
American something. American Dream. I
I
don't
think I
know.
know
It's Tay Diggs
T.
and Like black
Is that the
football
one with the
player.
kids, the
Yeah.
football players? Okay. I don't
Um,
remember.
music.
Tory Lane's new album is out, y'all. Tory
Division
Lane's new
has a
album
new
is out.
album. Did you know Division was
Um,
a group?
is that how it's pronounced? Is that the DVSN?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what they're called. I just always thought it was DV. I don't. I
It's. I
just
think
see
it's
it on
Division
my.
because one of their old albums had the Division sign on it. So
Oh,
yeah.
I think I don't know if I knew them before. I feel like I just know them
Well, I
because they
think it's
pop up on the different playlists that
yeah.
I listen to
Well, I think
on
it's one guy that sings and another guy
iTunes.
that produces, and they are together. Division. I don't know. It's very
Mm,
interesting.
okay,
Um,
that's really didn't really know
like I said,
that.
Brent Fayez, F the world. Um, do you know they
You
have a
know
chopped
who's
and
good to
screw version of the album?
they do? I need to check that out.
Yes.
Who I was sleeping on too, also that I think you should check out. So Eric Bellinger, I think is how you pronounce his last name. Bellinger, Eric
Mm,
Bellinger. You know him, right?
no.
No, check him out, y'all. He has some really cool R&B stuff. I really like his song. He has a song called "She" by, of course, Bellinger, and "Main Thing" by Eric Bellinger. I like those two
Do you know
songs,
that
y'all.
Lakeith Stanfield also does music?
Who?
Lakeith.
Who's that?
Lakeith Stanfield, my crush.
Lakeith. Oh, if I
He,
said Lucky. Oh, he does?
yeah. I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't think he has like stuff on iTunes, but he does music too.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
I'll be over the crush soon. I'm sure.
No, well, she does go through things pretty quickly, so.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Excuse me. um.
I don't
Uh,
know why
oh,
that
oh,
why don't
oh.
I don't
Okay.
know I don't know why
Tell us how
that.
you really feel, Candy.
Oh. Okay, all right, I'm so done. We were supposed to be wrapping this up. I'm
We're
so
wrapping it
done.
up now because I'm done. Thanks for listening, you guys.
Thanks for listening,
Stay
guys.
safe.
Bye.
Bye.